The world watched with bated breath as news broke of a groundbreaking phone call between President Trump and President Putin. This marked the first known conversation between the two leaders since Trump's return to the Oval Office in January 2025. The call, lasting a significant 90 minutes, signaled a potential thaw in the often frosty relations between the two superpowers. The lengthy duration of the call alone spoke volumes about the seriousness of the issues at hand and the commitment of both leaders to engage in dialogue. The White House and the Kremlin released statements describing the conversation as productive and constructive. This positive tone boded well for the future of US-Russia relations, which had been strained for years. The fact that both sides were eager to highlight the positive aspects of the call suggested a genuine desire to find common ground and work towards shared goals. The agenda for the Trump-Putin call was packed with some of the most pressing global challenges. Foremost among them was the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. The two leaders delved into the complexities of the situation, seeking a path towards a peaceful resolution. Beyond Ukraine, the Middle East, a region grappling with its own set of conflicts and tensions, was also a key topic of discussion. The conversation then shifted to the global economy with a particular focus on energy and the role of the US dollar. The leaders acknowledged the interconnectedness of the global financial system and the need for stability and predictability. In a nod to the rapidly evolving technological landscape, artificial intelligence, or AI, also found a place on the agenda. The discussion likely centered around the potential benefits and risks of AI, as well as the need for responsible development and deployment of this transformative technology. The most significant outcome of the Trump-Putin call was the commitment to immediately begin negotiations aimed at ending the conflict in Ukraine. Trump, known for his deal-making approach, stressed the urgency of finding a peaceful solution. He emphasized that negotiations would commence without delay, injecting a much-needed sense of hope for a resolution to the protracted crisis. In a show of good faith, Trump wasted no time in following up on his conversation with Putin by reaching out to Ukrainian President Zelensky. Trump briefed Zelensky on the details of his call with Putin, underscoring the commitment to finding a peaceful resolution. This direct communication between the key players signaled a serious intent to move towards a negotiated settlement. The Trump-Putin call marked a stark departure from the approach of former President Biden, who had famously refused to engage with Putin directly. Biden's administration, viewing Putin as a war criminal, had adopted a policy of isolation towards Russia. This approach, while principled, yielded limited progress in resolving the Ukraine conflict. Trump, on the other hand, campaigned on a promise to improve relations with Russia and find a negotiated solution to the Ukraine crisis. His willingness to engage directly with Putin, even amidst criticism, demonstrated his commitment to exploring all avenues for peace. The call, while just a first step, holds the promise of a new era of diplomacy between the US and Russia. Both leaders expressed their intention to work closely together on issues of mutual interest. They even discussed the possibility of future visits to each other's countries, a move that would have been unthinkable just a few months ago.